morning. Today is kind of a gloomy day and we're expecting some rain on and off for the next few days. So we're going to try to get as much done about this roof as possible. Yesterday we were in Tucson visiting one of the metal roof manufacturers, and we asked them for a bid on the roof. So hopefully in a day or two we'll have some information about that. In the meantime, we stopped over at Lowe's and picked up some 1x6 material, and that's going to be a fascia board that's going to go on the north wall, which is over on this side, and that's our low end, and that's where our gutter is going to be attached. So let's get started with that. We purchased 12-foot 1x6 boards at Lowe's, and I hate to keep harping on it, but not only has the price gone up, but it was really hard to find 4 12-footers that were relatively straight. We had to sift through the entire rack just to pick out 4 that were somewhat usable. I ask myself, what good are wheels on scaffolding if it just sinks into the sand? We end up just dragging this thing around. Not that I'm complaining though, because it does make life a lot easier than working on ladders. It's at this point I realize, let me just go get the second plank that I made for this scaffolding. That way I have a wider surface on which to work. Here's the lesson I learned from this filming. Make sure the camera is properly framed. I do apologize that most of the action is at the top part of the frame. So I decided to start in the middle of the house and work my way toward the ends. That way the cut pieces at the ends would be relatively similar. I lay the 1x6 across the top of the trusses, get it oriented where I need it, and then using some quick clamps, I secure it to the ends of the rafters. I continue to use the quick clamps to secure the fascia board to the rafter. I want to make sure that the top portion of the fascia board is level with the top of the rafter so that when the sheathing gets laid down, there are no gaps. So now I have to trim the fascia board so that it lands right in the middle of one of the rafters. I just use my speed square to draw the line. I set the depth on the circular saw and then just cut it right in place. Here I decide to measure the remaining length needed of fascia, and I cut it then with the circular saw before installing. So it's time for Yvonne's Richtbaum to be removed. For any questions about this tradition, please direct them toward my wife. It's a German thing. Similar to us putting up an American flag at the beginning of a construction project. Okay, that's it for the fascia board. The fascia board is only there to support our gutters. On the south side of the house, I'm actually going to reshape the edge of the rafters to give it a little more of a rounded profile, and we are not going to be putting any fascia board up. It's just not necessary. Again, the only reason it's here is to carry the gutter. So, with that complete, I just got off the phone with our roofing supplier, and he's going to put together our estimate for us. We had talked about different screws that might be used and different butyl tapes and other methods for making the attachment. What we decided to do is we're going to go with white panels and a light stone trim. The panels, being white, stay so much cooler than any other color out there available. It's just amazing. When we were there yesterday, the panels were sitting out in the sun, and if you just touched them, you could feel the white ones were actually cold, and all the ones that had any kind of interesting color, like cocoa brown, or they have a new one called copper penny, they were actually hot by comparison. So, since the roof is not visible, we are going to use white on the roof, and we are going to use light stone for the trim. And light stone is the color that we used here on our solar shed as well. And even the light stone panels were warmer than the white. So we're really going for maximum efficiency in summer. And so we're looking forward to getting that estimate. And what I'll do is, as soon as we get those numbers, I'll make sure that you guys know what they are. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions about what we're doing here, let us know in the comment box below, and I'll leave you with this incredible view. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.